What's up, y'all? Let's talk about something real quick. Welcome in to the Mirrored Effect, where we're doing some healing, we're getting some truth, we're getting our justice, we're getting some guidance, clarity, all good things straight from the divine, right? So, again, thank you for being here with me. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And let's crack this open. Let's see what we got going on. For some reason, I'm feeling really led to this True Crime Oracle deck. So let's see what we got. What's going on out here in these spiritual streets? Perversion in the reverse. Cleanup in the reverse and inside. I feel like somebody can't spy on you. They can't get close to you. They can't get some flying monkeys past you. This was someone who was on the inside, right? Somebody that you were close to. But it's like they needed to see what you had going on so this could clear something up for them. This served a benefit for them. This person is coming out as a devil. This could have been an old partner of yours, an old spouse, someone that you were dating, you're no longer in connection with. I feel like they were in connection with you to clear up something. It was like them being connected with you kept them out of the fire. It kept them from receiving their karma. We got sacrifice at the bottom of the deck. Strangulation, I'm sorry. But this card always speaks to me as being a sacrifice. This could have been someone who was sacrificing you, using your energy harvesting. There was divine intervention here, though. Yeah, I feel like this person was with you so that they could evade justice. This could be divine justice, but there's a natural cause and effect. The divine did something to separate you from this person. Yeah, they're coming out as someone that you had to heal from. Because you may have overstayed your welcome. They may have overstayed their welcome, but this was something that should have been nipped in the bud. Money is playing a major role here. But this was supposed to be kept a secret. This person is stuck now. They may be moving backwards. But this is because they lost this connection with you. Yeah, dismemberment. They were binding themselves to you so that they could stay out of justice. It's almost like they were cloaking under your protection. And it's almost like they were snooping. They were sending people in to see if you were down. Because you got fake death in the reverse. That's coming on top of healing. And dating in the reverse. This person was sending in flying monkeys just to see if you had recovered from them and the hell that they had put you through. Yeah, because they were trying to sacrifice you by draining you of your resources, committing some kind of fraud. Yeah, you got family in the reverse and money. So this person, you may have had a family with them, but I don't think you care. You chose to walk away. You chose to separate yourself. This person thought that this was going to end you. It did not. Yeah, this was someone who was supposed to protect you, who was supposed to care for you. And you were never supposed to see the ways that they abuse their power. Yeah, this is coming out as someone that you really trusted. You guys may have grown up together or just simply had a long history together. This could also be a neighbor, someone who was pretending to be your friend, someone who, was playing in your face. But the whole time they wanted to destroy you. But I feel like you got the signs because we got hotel motel here. So, that means that this was short-lived. Like you guys may have had history together, but the time is up. It's time to check out. They're trying to clear up some lies, but they need your help doing it. But you're not vouching for this person. Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to use you as a get out of jail free card. But this person tried to bring a death to you in some form or fashion. It's coming out as fraud. This man is standing at an ATM machine. So this is someone who has done this before, and they may have needed you to vouch for them. But you're not doing this. This person wasn't able to take you down had they did someone else. Yeah, they've done this before. And it's like all of their lies are coming to the surface. Well, all of their truths. This person may have used some type of substance to take someone down or to not necessarily take someone down, but to manipulate them in the worst of ways and keep this a secret so that they could evade justice and get away with this fraud. This person is in quicksand and they can't get out. Yeah, this is a failed mission. This is a failed mission. If they are using some sort of flying monkeys, let's say they're participating in some kind of black magic, this ritual failed. If they were sending some kind of monitoring spirits, someone may have answered the call. but they couldn't get through to you. You may have people having meetings about you, and they are in heavy dislike of you right now because everything that they're doing against you is failing. I feel like you're being protected, and as you're being protected, these people may be losing their gifts because they could not sacrifice you. Yeah, we got man-made disaster in the reverse. I feel like this is the final straw for this person, though. They're out in the cold. They're walking in some hot water that they know that they can't get out of. Shit, if you want to, they're in quicksand. The more that they tussle, the more that they find themselves in something. And you won't help them out. This person is being humbled. This could be a couple. Again, these could be neighbors. But they can't manipulate you anymore. They can't play in your head. You're being protected from all of this. You're being protected from these attacks. These people are going down. You were their power source. You were the power supply. And they were not able to sacrifice you or get you to sacrifice yourself or get you to give up something. And because of that, they're being humbled. And they're also finding themselves in quicksand because as they were trying to do these things to you, their truths were being exposed to how many people and whoever else that they were doing this to. They may be a part of a cult that is coming down because they're stuck. Yeah, I told you, this person is walking in, they're in hot water right now. Simply because you were their power source, right? They can't cling to you for stability anymore. They can't cling to you for your protection anymore. They may be trying to go into hiding. They may be trying to go underground, which is hiding, just so that they don't have to, suffer their consequences. Then we got the celebrity out here. This may be you coming out in star energy, overcoming everything that these people have put you through. And then we got this couple again coming out at the bottom of the deck. You overcame this cult, coven, group, and now they're in debt for home invasion and trying to cover it up. But all of this was seen. Their leader may be a male who is fallen. Because they couldn't succeed at this fraud that they were trying to do with you, their tracks were not covered. So this organized crime really wasn't so organized. Let's get a different spread, you guys. So that was True Crime Oracle. I guess after that, we can follow it up with some of the Truth Oracle and see what that has in store for us. See what that has to go with this energy. Okay, so to recap, there is a group, a person who is with a group who you were connected with, who is just, they're losing their shit right now because you're not. To make a long story real short. Let's see what the truth is. Tell us the truth. Yeah, you're coming out again in star energy. That's being an inspiration. People may be looking at you, um, paying attention to you, hearing your story about things that you've endured, you survived, or, you know, just simply giving your testimony. And somebody in your energy needs emotional support because you're coming out, and you coming out is is for some reason it means a failure to them. Okay, but this is divine timing. I feel like whoever this is that was trying to connect themselves with you, this was forbidden love. Okay, this person is coming out in really dark energy, having a dark cloud over both of you guys' head, but it was their own dark cloud. Again, it's like they were trying to cling to you for protection, for your energy, for your, you know, for your power source. Almost like they were trying to block your intuition, but they weren't able to do that because you let go of this. You surrendered this. And this person now may be trying to chase you down, feeling like they have unfinished business. But the truth is out. You can't see them how they want you to, and that's what makes them need emotional support, right? They can't believe that you believe your own eyes. How dare you listen to your intuition over me? Yeah, because you went through an ascension, okay? It's like this truth was supposed to, even if you did hear it, it was supposed to destroy you. It did not destroy you. I feel like this is something that you decided to heal from, and since you did, you received some kind of level up spiritually. Okay, this happened in divine timing. This helped you to grow. This may have helped you open up to your talents, find new gifts, find a new path, find a new way, even find new love. And at least it helped you walk away from this person because it's coming out. Even the last spread was basically saying you guys had been in connection, whether it be friend, relationship, you guys had been in connection for a while. Yeah, so this allowed you to clear the snake out of your house. You grew tired of the lies. You weren't accepting the poison. This thing had no place to go but out the door. Yeah, this was a big change. Um, you may have released this spur of the moment, but it caught this person by surprise. But that's also because this person's tea has been spilled. The illusion has faded. The smoke has cleared. You see them for who they are. And now they want to come in and reconcile. I told you that's coming out right under unfinished business. But you're not swinging the block. You blocking messages. You swiping to block. You're not swinging a block. Yeah, because you're no longer the passion that you had for this person, the love that you had. You may still care for them, but it'll never be the same. But I feel, again, we got divine timing and divine intervention coming out here. There was something that was a catalyst. This person may have been the catalyst for your awakening. But they don't want to end this cycle with you. You kick them out and they want back in. But finances are playing a major role. And finances could be simply finances, or this could simply be your energy that they want a piece of. But you're not biting the bait this time. For some reason, I felt I needed to say this time, you're not biting the bait, getting back in the bed with this person. I feel like you feel like they were suppressing you. You know that they were suppressing you, and you're not willing to throw all of your hard work down the drain. And that's your hard work of healing. Maybe you look at this person like if y'all got back together or in a friendship together, this would be you taking off your crown. Maybe that's what they want to do. They want to humble you. This may be why they're trying to reconnect with you. But you're independent. You're coming out in independence. You're leading the show. You're free from this. But they didn't expect you to stand firm on that decision. Again, that may be why I said this time, right? This time, you're not going back. This time, you're not jeopardizing your freedom. This time, you're not humbling yourself by being in connection with this person. They used to be able to reel you back in, keep you silent, keep you quiet. They can't do that anymore. But they were doing this by playing with your intuition, playing with your mind, manipulating you. But you're getting what you want in this situation. I feel like this is something that you prayed to get out of. Maybe you prayed to find out what your purpose was. And in the midst of that, this person had to go. They had no place in your purpose. But it's like they're waiting on you to come back, like any day now. But there's nothing to see here. They think you guys have unfinished business. Baby, bye. They have no peace. They're having no peace. They may be looking at old photographs of yours, trying to solve this puzzle of why you're not, falling back in the same traps that you used to fall into with getting back into connection with them. But you're tired of sponsoring the circus. You're tired of being with the clown. You see this person as a clown. They don't want you to see them like that. You may be speaking your story about this person. Maybe you're telling your testimony. In it, they happen to be the villain. They want you to shut up. They don't want people to see this. They don't want people to know how they are or who they are. But you walking away, your independence, is really humbling them. And people are able to see them as being the core of the problem, the root of the issue. See, they told people that you were obsessed with them, that you were the toxic attachment. They could have told people that you had toxic attachments, that you had some addictions. This is coming out as being lies. The people have been looking, been researching. They can't find anything. They can't see any evidence of this. This person is looking like somebody who just wanted to knock your crown off, and you look like you're going through a transformation, a glow up, which is humbling them. They may be going through an ego death right now. Eternal regret, the unspoken apology. So their own ways have ended them. But of course, they're not giving up their old tactics. This person doesn't mind being a shadow over you. Well, at least they didn't. They felt like that they could make you miserable by doing this, by sending flying monkeys in, by sending people in to monitor you. But it's like every time those people come into connection with you, they're being forced to look in some kind of mirror. They're being forced to reflect on what they're doing. They're being forced to think twice, because whatever it is that they're coming to get, they're not receiving anything but torment. Because you're not falling for their traps. So that's making them feel worse, because these are traps that they would have fallen for, that they have fallen for. So now they feel dumb, because this person, these people, these flying monkeys, these are supposed to be experts, the best manipulators, good at getting their way. They can't do that with you anymore. This person used to be able to do this, but you went through a change. You decided to heal. You decided to fix yourself. Then there was divine intervention. We got that coming out twice. So the divine had to step in and do a work in you, where now this person and people like this puts a bad taste in your mouth. You don't want nothing to do with that. They may feel like you look down on them and this is unfair, but it's because of the things that they were doing. They're the ones who tried to, take a chance, take a risk to come for you. So technically, they got what they wanted. Child. So anyways, you guys, that is a reading. If anything else does come out, y'all know I'll be back. Other than that, love you, bye.